Come here. Come here.
I hope you're coping.
So this
so
isn't
soon?
this isn't the right file. So she should be running down here. So there she is. All right, we're gonna make a new save here. Hello,
I hope
you.
you're taking care of yourself. Salve, friend. It seems you've joined us at a very sad time. We lost a troubled young man today. Ulpius was his name.
Opius. What happened?
Oh, he took his own life.
Ooh.
It's a terrible tragedy.
Why?
He found himself in quite a lot of debt he was unable to repay, and was forced into debt bondage to Malleolus. He was deeply unhappy, but it doesn't do us any good to dwell. Now, where are my manners? I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
Very ghastly, but I'm doing fine for now.
Ah, another stoic, perhaps. We all need something to help us through times like these.
Octavia.
We've all been where you are now. I remember when I first arrived. I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? Is there a way out? What is the Golden Rule, and who or what is responsible for it? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid. I don't think anybody does. But I'm happy to share with you what I've learned.
What's your story?
Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family.
Oh, the Tiber
But
again.
long hours of menial labor for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose.
How did you end up here?
Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard.
Ooh, sounded a bit
The last thing I
familiar.
remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone.
So she
I woke
floated
up
down the
by
river.
near that shrine, and stumbled across this place.
Just like us and Georgia's back there. Sorry to hear that.
Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me.
God's plan? God, don't you mean the gods?
Oh yes, of course. A slip of the tongue,
Talk about something else.
if you like.
You know a way out of here?
I'm afraid not. Although, I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tavern about a possible way out. I don't put a lot of stock in such rumors, but if you're desperate and wealthy, you could look into it, I suppose. If that doesn't work, then I suppose we're all stuck here until the gods decide our fate.
The gods. Thanks, I'll look into it.
I hope it works out.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin?
Well, to tell you guys the truth, I done this conversation already once. Then my computer shut off. So this will be the second time through. And I selected I don't think so the first time. But I think it's a mix of both, realistically. But I selected this. I'm leaning on selecting this one this time. Just see what she says different. We'll just keep it how we had it at first. I don't think so. I think people are fundamentally good.
You don't think that's a little naive? I suppose you've never seen what I've seen. Innocent men and women, torn apart in arenas while thousands of Romans look on and cheer.
Fair point. Perhaps you're right.
If that's true, then sooner or later, things are going to end badly for all of us down here. Unless, of course, there's some kind of divine intervention.
Oh, there's going to be some intervention, all right.
I wish I shared your faith.
So, you're a Christian.
Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible.
Your secret's safe with me.
Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that.
I'll be going now.
Oh, so soon? Well, be gentle on yourself. We're all dealing with a tragic loss today.
Yes, we are. And Octavia will run off and do what she does.